we have a theme for today, which is displayed here. And there will be much focus on that, but is it just a topic for discussion, or does it involve us, involve you? You're all from these various disciplines, because ultimately, are you going to make a difference to make this Jayabhumi Kara happen? Or is it just words, theories, ideas which we forget about? Now that's a very significant question that I'm placing before you. How do you feel about yourself? How do you think about yourself? There are two things. How do you feel? How do you think? And notice also a very interesting phrase there. Power to change. Change what? Change what? Well, perhaps change me. Isn't that what the idea could be? And does it mean that Mr. Dhammika Kalapuge can change you? Of course not. So this is where we have to move away from instinct to reasoning. Now, I'm not going to give lectures, but it's interesting. I mentioned in passing Korea, on the one hand, which we are referring to as South Korea for clarity, not North Korea, which has a separate set of problems, but South Korea, and Japan. Now, what is interesting is, just for convenience and handling of time, we would say Japan is an interesting example of reinventing themselves. Reinventing themselves. Only humans can do that. Animals can't. They're governed by instinct. And that's the way they behave because that's the way they are built. But humans have the ability to reinvent themselves. And if we were to assume that Japan did something after 1945, that is not really true. If you were to do your own research sometime when you have the time available, it happened in the 19th century with what is known as the Meiji period. M-E-J-I, spelled in English, the Meiji period. At that time, a conscious decision was made by the emperor that Japan was far too backward in the Committee of Nations. A conscious decision was made to reinvent the psyche of Japan and the Japanese people. And that Meiji Reformation was what changed the pattern of thinking of the Japanese people. And that's what finally led to the ability to recover from the most punishing ordeal of World War II. So keep that in mind. It's reinventing not just one or two people, but a whole nation. Is it possible to reinvent a nation? Well, the results are there. What about us? That's the question, and we'd like to place that with you. As you allow yourselves to be changed. Mr. Dhammika Kalapuge is a chartered marketer. And for the past 19 years, he has been conducting programs, training programs of this nature. In 10 countries over these 19 years, in 10 countries, he has conducted no less than 2,380 programs. This is the 80th, that's 2380. And he has served the needs of 450 different organizations in these 10 countries. So he's been a very, very busy man. And he's a chartered marketer who's written and published articles for learned journals here, there, and everywhere, Australia, Singapore, and here, and over in the Western areas as well. And it's interesting that if you were to visit the website, but it's also in YouTube, one of these great, very well-known and highly recognized trainers by the name of Ron Kaufman, has an interview with Mr. Dhammika Kalapuge. Who's conducting the interview? Ron Kaufman. He conducts the interview, and he introduces, in that video clip, introduces Mr. Dhammika Kalapuge as the Ron Kaufman of Sri Lanka. Huge compliment, but it comes not from Mr. Kalapuge, it comes from the other man. So he recognizes him as an outstanding example of a fine trainer. So the opportunity is there. We leave our instincts behind. We adopt the reasoning mode. We pay attention, and we allow ourselves to be moved, motivated, molded with a power to change. Enjoy the program, Mr. Dhammika Kalapuge.